So today CD Projekt RED hosted its financial conference call for the investors, and it was quite a focus on especially the Cyberpunk 2077. Like, we hear from the president Adam Kaczynski that the reception of the game was very good and met the developers' expectations. So the CD Projekt RED is pretty much very excited by how players responded to the game. So everything I will be actually also stating some of the statistics of the views gathered by the E3 trailer and a gameplay presentation revealed last summer. So Kaczynski also mentioned that the beginning of the game marketing campaign has been very promising, but most of it is still ahead of us. As you can see, so obviously there's been 50 million views of the video content, 250 million subscribers over the YouTubers and streamers who paid to visit and stuff, and also 2,800 visitors at the gameplay presentation on top of that. So members of the board, Piotr Nielubowski, hopefully I'm not butchering the name, then presented the revenue in the income figures for the company. So the company's results weren't as good as the previous year, but they were still pretty impressive, as you can see in front of you. Also, interestingly, we get to see that the RED showcased its breakdown for its research and development in 2018, and it was all said by 177,817 PL in the Polish standards were spent on project that has not been released yet, compared to 65 more or less, spent on a project that has already been completed, as you can see right in front of you in the graph. Another interesting element is that the CD Projekt purchased new real estate that will allow them to develop 3,000 square meters of new office space and offer 250 new jobs between the CD Projekt RED and a GOG. That being said, it's mostly for the future projects, because the Cyberpunk team isn't going to grow that much anymore. So the company is growing at a stable rate of about 100 developers per year, and they don't want to slow down, as it seems like. We also get to see a breakdown between a digital and a physical sales for The Witcher and between the platforms. 80% of the sales in 2018 were physical, while 54% were on PC, 33% were on a PS4, and 13% were only on the Xbox One. As you can see, there's a little bit more to it, but it's pretty. I personally think it's awesome to see. So, later in the presentation we hear from the Kaczynski that this E3 will be the most important ever for the CD Projekt RED, that they have prepared for a strong show. The team expected to expect this from the E3 to be even stronger than the last one. That's wow, I cannot wait. The next game project after the Cyberpunk 2077 is already on the way, and the company wants to go beyond gamers' expectations. So yes, I said that correct, there's another game. Yet, we shouldn't draw conclusions on what the game is just yet. It's a completely new title and not part of the old game, mind you, but it's still too early to talk about it. The team is still much smaller than the Cyberpunk's 2077's team. The concept is different, even in the quality of it's going to remain stellar. Kaczynski himself also mentioned that the development of the Cyberpunk is quite advanced, so it's a bit late to draw inspiration from the other games in the marketing. In any case, it's not into the CD Projekt RED DNA to do so. The game isn't competing directly with the Epic Store game, Fortnite, whatever, and is a very different from the form of the entertainment, I want to say. He also confirmed that the plan for the Cyberpunk to possibly be cross-generation already exists, while the new generation has not been announced yet. Red Engine, as the CD Projekt RED that the engine that they use, has been developed from scratch so that it can extend from generation to the generation. Here's the quote. "If there is an opportunity for us to launch Cyberpunk for another generation, we would want to do this, probably. Speaking to the next generation, Kaczynski also clarified that he knows nothing about the possibility of the increase of prices of the AAA games from $60 to $80. So CD Projekt RED is planning to launch a marketing campaign both in North America and Europe. Cyberpunk 2077, the largest title ever for the CD Projekt RED, even in terms of the marketing spend. We'll also hear a comment about Google Stadia and subscription service, whatever, like Kaczynski explained it, that any method that helps the studio content reach the players is a good thing, so that's good. They don't know much yet about the subscription model, so it's difficult to comment on them. That being said, they're optimistic about these certain announcements, as they can help reach new customers. CD Projekt is obviously talking with Google, but it's too early to discuss specific business models, just so you know. Kaczynski did not provide specific information how the Cyberpunk team will flow into the other projects once the game is finished, as it will require him to talk about all the future ideas CD Projekt has for the future. Some of them are more or less in the pipeline, and the studio is planning I should say, to make sure that the transfer to other projects should be natural. It's important for the developers to be able to work effectively and not to wait too long before they can start to work creatively again. If you'd like to see more of the Cyberpunk 2077 and all the images I have also showcased in here, you can definitely take a look at the very recent video that they made about this and that they have been talking about as well. They introduced a bit of a semi-recent gameplay reveal as well. Basically, it's all there. I will include the links down below in the description. So obviously, as we know, Cyberpunk, we do not yet know when it will be coming out, unfortunately, but still it is very goddamn exciting to see and find out more a little bit these sort of things for the CD Projekt RED. One of the most anticipated games, Cyberpunk. Cannot wait. Anyway, well, I think I'm done for today. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me down in the comments what you think about this, CD Projekt RED presentation, result of the financial result conference. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. I see you guys later. Have an awesome day, and yeah, have a good one. You cashed in on my